The 12 Dancing Princesses. There was once a king who had 12 beautiful daughters. He was very fond of them and didn't want them to ever leave home. The 12 princesses slept in 12 beds, all in one enormous room. When they went to bed, their door was locked with triple bolts. Every morning, though, their shoes were found to be quite worn through, as if they had been danced in all night long. The king couldn't understand how this was happening, so he proclaimed to one and all that any man who could discover where the princesses went dancing could marry one of them and become king. But no man ever could. One day, though, a young soldier who had been wounded in battle came to town and read about the reward. On his way to the palace, he met an old woman. He told the old woman that he was going to discover where the princesses went dancing. "Well," the old woman said, "you look like a fine man. Be sure not to drink any wine, and also take this magic cloak that will make you invisible." The soldier thanked the old woman and continued on his path. Once he arrived at the palace, he was welcomed in, given fine new clothes, and settled in a room next to the princesses' bedchambers. Just as he was going to lie down, the eldest of the princesses brought him a cup of wine. But secretly, the soldier threw it all away without the princess seeing him do it. Then the soldier lay down on his bed, and in a little while he began to snore very loudly, as if he were asleep. The 12 princesses laughed, thinking he had taken the sleeping potion mixed in the wine. They then took out all their fine clothes and dressed themselves at the mirror as if they were eager to begin dancing. The soldier continued to pretend to be fast asleep, but all the time he was watching from his bed. He saw the eldest princess tap her bed, and a secret passageway appeared. There was a staircase under the bedroom floor. The soldier watched the princesses disappear one by one. Then he leaped out of bed and put on the magic cloak so that he could follow them without being seen. In his haste, the soldier trod on the dress of the youngest princess, who was the last to descend the staircase. "Someone stepped on my dress," she complained. "Nonsense," the sisters replied. "There's nobody there." Next, they passed a forest where all the trees were made of silver. The soldier wished to take some token back, so he broke off a little branch, and there was a loud noise from the tree. The youngest princess asked, "Surely you heard that noise?" But no other princess did. They came to another forest, where the trees were of gold, and then on to where the trees were made of diamonds. And the soldier broke a branch from each, and every time there was a noise, the youngest princess would tremble with fear and cry out. But the older one still said it was only her imagination. On the other side of the diamond forest was a blue lake, and at the side of the lake there floated 12 little boats with 12 handsome princes in them, who seemed to be waiting there for the princesses. So the soldier quickly got into the boat, carrying the youngest princess. When the princesses reached the beautiful castle on the other side of the lake, they danced the night away with their princes. At the end of the night, the princes rowed the princesses back across the lake, with the soldier still in the youngest princess's boat. When they came to the secret staircase, the soldier swiftly and silently ran on ahead before the princesses and laid himself down on his bed to sleep. The princesses returned to their bedchamber and went to sleep as well. In the morning, the soldier went to the king and showed him the silver, gold, and diamond branches, and also took him to see the secret staircase. The 12 sisters looked on in disbelief. "Congratulations," said the delighted king, and as promised, the soldier was allowed to marry one of the princesses. He chose the youngest one, and they happily danced together many, many times for years and years to come. The end.